I've been working on my game for about 5 months now. And over the course of those 5 months, I've learned a lot and built a lot of mechanics and assets for the game. However, I've never actually finalized the story or universe, which is tremendously important. However, here's what I do know. I want it to be a low poly sci-fi FPS co-op multiplayer game, and that is not changing. So I'm going to start emphasizing my time on working on the storytelling and universe that these players are going to experience. I want to make sure it's very compelling and fun, so that's what I'm going to be working on. I want to make sure I have a clear picture of the final result before I put any more serious work into it. With that being said, guys, I want to thank you all for 300 subscribers. I really appreciate the support. And let's continue on with the rest of the devlog. So starting off, I know I wanted to expand on the weapon arsenal, but in doing so, I accidentally broke the shotgun. However, I did add some more weapons and alternate firing capabilities. The first weapon on the list is the M224 pistol, which is a slow firing, medium damage weapon. The accuracy is very good and it is a great backup weapon. The current alt fire shoots a wild micro rocket and consumes from your overall ammo. This is subject to change once I finalize everything for the game. The next weapon is the RX-42 assault rifle. This is a fast firing weapon with medium damage and decent accuracy. The alt fire for this gun shoots multiple wild micro rockets, however this one is subject to change. I've just been having a little bit too much fun with these micro rockets. The model is still a work in progress, however it looks the part for now, and that brings us to our next weapon. The light rifle is a charged weapon. When fired normally does low damage, and when held it fires a devastating beam. This weapon in the future will have a zooming scope capability as well as a new model and of course animations. And from the last video you know of the shotgun, however that one is currently out of order until I fix it, so we won't be covering that one in this video. Moving on to the hub, I've now made it a small ship. Here I've created new modular pieces. We now have some floor panels, wall panels, and some new crates. All of these are starting to look pretty good. And on top of that, I've also created this new tiling texture overlay to go on top. I've taken inspiration from Deep Rock Galactic that also has this effect, so I think it looks pretty good. Here are the few variations of the crates here. I've tried to make them a little bit different, but still wanted to be kind of simple. And that is all we got here. Next up, I've created the contract panel. This panel allows you to access a variety of contracts that you receive from other factions. Each faction usually has different missions, and completing them will build up your reputation to gain access to harder missions and better rewards. However, some factions may have beef with one another, and doing a mission that's against a faction may lower your reputation with them. Now, all of this revolves around the story, so I don't want to work on it anymore until I have figured out exactly what I want the story to be like. After selecting your contract, you will now have access to use the launch panel at the front of the ship, and doing so will start the hyperdrive space travel effect. With that being said, guys, I'm going to be working more on multiplayer game mode so I can test out the replication of the weapons and all that good stuff to make sure that co-op will work. Pretty much, I'm just going to be working on all the core mechanics, so pretty much making sure that the gunplay feels good, the character movement feels good, and all the things that go along with that. Also, if you want to help me out, you can join the Discord down below and leave any feedback or ideas you have. That really helps. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.